Hello guys, welcome back to Mr. English Talks. I hope your day is going well, really well. Before we dive in, I want you to think about this. When you get your paycheck or earn some money, what's the first thought that flashes in your mind? Is it, I finally got some relief, I need to pay bills? Or maybe, I should save, but if you're nodding right now, you're not alone. Millions of middle-class people around the world feel the same way, working hard, earning decently, yet always feeling like they're just one step ahead of financial stress. And much of that comes not from how much they earn, but from something deeper, the middle-class mentality about money. Now, let's be clear, being middle-class isn't a bad thing. In fact, it often means you have stability, education, and values like hard work and responsibility. But the mentality that often comes with it, that's where the trap hides. You see, the middle-class mindset usually treats money like a reward for effort, not a tool for freedom. It says, work hard, get a stable job, pay your bills on time, save a little, and avoid big risks. Sounds responsible, right? But over time, this mindset can keep you stuck in a cycle, earning just enough to cover next month's expenses. With dreams of wealth always someday, never today. Let me tell you about James. James is a school teacher. He wakes up at 6 a.m., teaches passionately all day, comes home tired, helps his kids with homework, and sometimes grades papers late into the night. He earns a respectable salary. He owns a modest home. He drives a 5-year-old car. He pays off his credit card every month, no debt, right? But every January he feels that familiar pinch. School fees, car insurance, home repairs, all due at once. He dips into his savings, then spends the next 6 months trying to rebuild them. He dreams of traveling, starting a side business, or retiring early. But those feel like fantasies. Why? Not because he's lazy or unlucky, but because his money mindset tells him security comes from steady income, not from growing wealth. That's the core of the middle-class mentality. It confuses income with wealth. Income is what you earn from your job. Wealth is what your money earns while you sleep. The middle-class mind focuses almost entirely on increasing income. Ask for a raise, get a promotion, work overtime. But it rarely asks, how can my money work for me? As a result, even when income rises, lifestyle inflation follows. Bigger house, newer phone, fancier vacations, and savings barely grow. You stay busy, but not richer. Compare that to what financial experts call the wealth mindset. This mindset doesn't chase more hours, it chases more value. It sees money as seed, not just salary. It asks, where can I invest this dollar so it becomes two? It embraces calculated risks, not reckless gambling, but smart moves like learning about index funds, real estate, or building a skill that creates passive income. And most importantly, it pays itself first, before bills, before shopping, before anything. The rule isn't save what's left. It's spend what's left after saving. Now, please don't think I'm saying you should quit your job or start trading stocks tomorrow. That's not the point. The shift isn't about drastic action. It's about a quiet change in thinking. It starts with awareness. Ask yourself, do I treat money as something to spend or something to multiply? Do I view budgeting as a restriction or as a plan for freedom? Do I believe rich people are greedy, or do I see wealth as a resource that, when managed wisely, can help more people, including your family and community? Here's a powerful truth. Your bank account often mirrors your beliefs. If you believe money is hard to get, you'll stay in survival mode. If you believe I'll never be rich, you'll unconsciously avoid opportunities. But if you start believing I am capable of managing and growing wealth wisely, your actions will follow. You'll read one finance book. You'll open a separate savings account. You'll track your spending for a week, not to punish yourself, but to see the truth. And let's talk about that word, budget. Many middle-class families avoid it because it feels limiting. But a budget is simply a plan for your money. Think of it like a GPS for your financial life. Without it, you're driving blind. With it, you know exactly how much to spend, save, and invest each month. A simple 50-30-20 rule works well for many. 50% for needs, rent, food, utilities. 30% for wants, dining out, entertainment. And 20% for savings and debt repayment. But even better, flip it. Make saving 30%, needs 50%, and wants 20%. That small flip changes everything. Another key shift. Stop celebrating income, start celebrating net worth. Net worth equals what you own minus what you owe. That's the real measure of financial health. You could earn $80,000 a year but have $5,000 in savings and $20,000 in credit card debt. Your net worth is negative. Or you could earn $50,000 but own a paid-off car, have $15,000 invested, and no debt. Your net worth is rising. Which person is truly wealthier? The second one. But the middle-class mentality rarely tracks this number. Start doing it once a month. Write it down. Watch it grow. That's motivation no paycheck can match. Now, what about fear? Fear is the silent guardian of the middle-class comfort zone. Fear of losing money. Fear of looking foolish. Fear of failing. And so, we stick to safe choices. Savings accounts with 0.5% interest, which actually lose value to inflation. Or keeping all money in cash, just in case. But real safety isn't in hiding money, it's in understanding it. Knowledge is your best insurance. Learn about compound interest, how $200 invested monthly at 7% return becomes over $200,000 in 30 years. That is not magic, it's math. And it's available to anyone, not just the rich. Also, notice how the middle-class mentality often avoids talking about money. We say it's rude or greedy, but silence breeds ignorance. Talk to your friends about budgeting apps. Ask your uncle how he bought his rental property. Join an online community about personal finance. Money is a skill like speaking English, and you get better by practicing and learning from others. And here's something beautiful. When you shift your money mindset, you don't just help yourself, you lift your whole family. Imagine your child seeing you review your investment portfolio calmly, or hearing you say, "We're choosing not to buy this because it doesn't fit our goals." You're teaching them financial wisdom without a lecture. You're breaking generational cycles of stress and scarcity. That's legacy. Of course, this doesn't mean ignoring today for tomorrow. Enjoy your coffee. Take that weekend trip. But do it consciously, not as an escape from money stress, but as a reward within a plan. Balance is key. Wealth isn't about deprivation, it's about alignment. Every dollar you spend should either bring you joy or build your future. Nothing in between. So where do you start? Today, open a separate bank account, call it Freedom Fund. Set up an automatic transfer of even $10 or $20 from every paycheck. Don't touch it. Watch it grow. Then, read one book, maybe The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel or Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Not to copy them, but to expand your thinking. Next, track your spending for 7 days. Just observe, no judgment. You'll likely find leaks, subscriptions you forgot, daily snacks, impulse buys. Plug one leak. Redirect that money to your freedom fund. Remember, this isn't about getting rich quick. It's about getting rich slow and steady with peace of mind. The middle-class mentality keeps you running on a treadmill. The wealth mindset helps you step off and build something that lasts. You deserve more than just getting by. You deserve abundance not just in money, but in time, choices, and freedom. And it all begins with a single belief. I am capable of managing money wisely, and I choose to grow, not just earn. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel.